Well, hello. Um, I'm on the floor of my living room. Uh, I've got a heating pad around my right shoulder here on high. Got a number pain of 10 in my shoulder and in my stomach. Um, my rotator cuff is torn. I get PT next week, and I get PT every week, so we'll start that, and hopefully that will help. But the shoulder pain and then the stomach pain coming in at around 4 in the morning. Not much sleep last night. Um, Sleeping here next to my dog, Preacher here. Um, I was on the couch last night, but uh, just Cindy asked if maybe I would, because this was my normal bed right here on the floor. I was more comfortable here. I got like sleeping pad things underneath. And I grew up camping, I grew up camping and bivouacking and survival training and camping and all that stuff. And anyways, I'm good on the floor. And even in being sick, it's like the best place for me actually right now. It feels better for my shoulder and everything, just to be flat out on my back. Preacher's still with us, and he's you know he can walk, not very well, um, but he can. And and he's still going to the bathroom on his own. And like like I said before, sometimes he misses it and goes in the kitchen before we can get him outside. But what can you say? He's got two active lesions of cancer on his chest. Um, and I presume that they're going down his legs because he licks his legs a lot. So I think he's in pain in his legs, and we give him pain meds, and just try to keep him comfortable. But after a while, I'm going to have to make a decision when the pain and suffering outweighs his quality of life. I want to keep him forever. He's been my buddy. I was a bachelor, and it was just him and I, a boy and his dog, and I lived on the farm, so we had miles of orchards, apple orchards in the back to walk, and he'd eat apples whole, and we had peaches, and I taught him how to eat raspberries off the bush. He'd eat them with his lips, everything. He'd eat everything. Cherries. I had sour cherries and all the harvests and stuff. He was always there chewing away, eating stuff. And then we had bonfires, and he would take whole hot dogs out of people's hands without them knowing it. As they're talking, all of a sudden they look down and our hot dog's gone, and preacher preacher's chewing it. All my friends are gonna laugh at that one because they witnessed that a couple of times. He was able to sneak some hot dogs right out of people's hands. Thanks for letting me laugh. I'm just trying to stay out of the hospital. I called one of my doctors this morning at 6, and I lost it. I was in tears, and I didn't mean to be. It just happened. I couldn't help it, and I just was like, I need help. And when she hears that message, she's gonna freak out. So all hell's gonna break loose in a little bit here. Because I have all kinds of teams, and they're all gonna get this message, and they're all gonna freak out and try to figure out what's going on, and what to do for me. Which is good. It's nice, but I don't like to freak everybody out. And then it takes me a long time to break down and say, okay, I need help. It takes me a long time. I'm really stubborn. I'll take a lot of pain and suffering before I say, okay, uncle, I can't take anymore. I think being on my back in the living room floor constitutes for calling in the cavalry. So that's what I did, and that's what I'm going to do today. Because if I can't go in the hospital. If I go in the hospital, I can't be here for preacher and help take care of him. I can't help take care of Cindy and be there for her. Even in the state I'm in, I try to be as helpful as I possibly can when I can be. At least, being an ear to listen, or, a hug, I love you, or whatever. But whatever I can do. I wish I was painting huge 10-foot paintings, but I'm not. So we're gonna, like I said, call in the cavalry today and see what happens. Usually when that happens, like I said, all hell breaks loose. The shit hits the fan, and all kinds of people get involved, trying to figure out how to help me. And if it's having to go in the hospital, then I'll go in the hospital, and just try to do what I can do in there as fast as I can get well and get out. But I just can't do that. Another thing that happened, on top of my dad having a heart attack like 5 days ago, the heater went out. The hot water heater works. Everything works. The dryer, everything works. But the heater to the house stopped working. They came and they changed out the meter in the basement. And after he changed out the meter in the basement and lit off the heater, it was running, I suppose. And it went out. So then I went down there to light it off, and it lit up, and then it went off. And then I tried again, and it wouldn't even stay on. The pilot won't even stay on, so the thermocouple is fried. And I just changed the thermocouple a couple years back. So, and it doesn't look roached when I took it out. And I took it out in being sick last night because we don't have heat in the house. We've got a little plug-in heater here. But it's cold here in Boston, and without heat, holy crap, this is not good. This is just not good, man. I'm a plumber. I'm a master plumber, contractor, so, everything from the roof to the masonry, I know it. I can do it. So I took the piece out, and when I was taking the piece out, one of the pieces was so flimsy and crappy that it just shattered. So it made more work. It made it so I have to change out the burner assembly instead of just the thermocouple. I couldn't get the thermocouple out as I was trying to, for you guys out there and girls out there to know about all this. I was unscrewing the thermocouple, and as I was doing that thread stuck inside with the thermocouple and broke off the rest. So it's stuck inside the pilot assembly. The thermocouple's stuck in there with the threads, and then the other part just ripped off. The rest of the threads ripped off, and it's made out of galvanized. The bolt, the little bolt in there, made out of galvanized piece of crap, like that you make Matchbox cars with. You know what I mean? Like that's a very important part, man. You don't make it out of a Matchbox car. Holy crap! And I was being really careful because it's made out of a Matchbox car metal. Like so stupid. It's for effing gas. You know what I mean? This is important stuff. You don't F around with it. I want to keep everybody safe. No, they don't give a shit. They just give a crap about selling the cheapest part, that they can to you. They don't give a crap about the outcome or the consequences to selling you a piece of shit part. That's just awful. Just absolutely incredible, man. But oh my gosh, be smart out there. Pick and choose. Usually, if we buy, small business owned businesses from them, we get what we need, what we want. You know what I'm saying? If we buy from big corporate companies, we usually get screwed all the way around, all the time, constantly. It's insane. So I say go local on a lot of stuff. But so I got to change out the burner assembly now. I got it out, and so I just got to take the part down to a plumbing supply house and just hand it to him and say, hey man, here's this and the part number and this, and also give him the model number and the serial number of the heater, and see if we can't find a burner assembly, a new one, and then buy that. And the thermocouple is like an $18 part, and for a plumber to do that job here in Boston, it would probably be like a $500 job or more for an $18 part. I would just go down to the store as a plumber and buy that $18 part and put it in myself. No, I'm not even kidding you. Here in Boston, you could probably charge for that job $500 to repair that heater. They wouldn't know what you were doing and how easy it would be, and how any of that crap. They would just know that their heater didn't work and they needed heat in the winter, and they would pay whatever. They would pay whatever, because there's a waiting list for plumbers in Boston. Like you have to wait months to get a plumber to see you. So I'm right here. God, I'd go door to door and make a killing if I could. It'd be crazy. Really, seriously, I could go door to door, just be like, hey, what do you got broken? I can fix it right now. And they'd hire me on the spot. I just go down the street with my tools on my back, on my shoulders, and just I go down the street. I bet you $1 million. I'd get job after job after job that day, and be able to get them done. Because I'm a master plumber and contractor and all that, and I know how to do all this stuff. Anyways, so that's another thing that's happening. And that's really bad. But slow and steady wins the race. When Cindy left out of the house this morning, I cried like a baby. I just want to be honest with you guys, because I am. I don't lie. I try not to hold a whole lot back. I gotta hold some stuff back here on YouTube, because it's YouTube. But I'm real and I'm honest. I broke down like a baby when she left the house for work, laying here on the floor, worried. It passed. It's just a lot. I'm just going through a lot. So, recovered myself, and what I got to do is just take one thing at a time. When you get into crisis and things are just overwhelming, and I believe God gives you too much. God gives you way more than you can handle. that crap about God doesn't give you too much than you can handle is like crap to me. That's a bunch of baloney. He gives you way too much than you can handle. The trick is to use, you know, a higher power greater than yourself and faith that you're going to get through these things, and also, you know, use your higher mind, and also other people. You know, we need other people to help us get through things, talk things out, you know, make a plan or what to do to make things better for yourself or for someone else, you know, but do it slowly. Like right now, I've got to do things very slowly and surely, one sure step at a time, one small, sure step at a time. Slow and steady wins the race, you know, and just take care of each responsibility that I have to do, you know, starting with the most important responsibility first and go down the line. Um, I got a shipment coming in today of medical supplies, so I'm waiting for that. So I know that's happening, and I have some doctors to talk to after I get done with doing this video. So, and we have a plan to, we gotta make some plans so that I can get back to living a semi-normal life. I'm gonna have to hook up a bag here, an IV bag to my port, but like right now it was just too much, um, extra to do. So I didn't do the bag, but if I get an IV bag, and I'll stay hydrated. I got Gatorades here. I got one in the fridge. Cindy put one in the fridge for me, and I got some coffee right here. I know it's not a very good thing to be drinking, but it gives me a little, you know, caffeine boost, and I'm able to talk and get this done. Because you guys are important to me, and I want to make sure that I you know, let you guys know where I'm at and what's going on with me, and what's going on with Preacher here. He's licking himself, licking the blanket right now. Actually, that's my compassion blanket, my cancer compassion blanket that I gave to him. So, and so he's enjoying that. So we're just taking care of business, and yeah, eventually, for everybody out there, it's waiting for the stuff. I'm gonna get the projects done as soon as I'm able to, and that should be soon. I mean, they'll get me going. They'll get me up off the floor and on my feet again eventually. So I'll be able to get the projects that I need to get done for people done. So I just wanted everybody to know. And one of the projects I got to get done is a web page, and I started that, a website. I started designing that yesterday. So that's in design as we speak. I'm working on that when I can, and so I should have a website up soon and a catalog of all the things that I make, so you guys can check that out and see what if you want anything. Everything's really cool as far as I'm concerned. As far as a lot of other people think too. So Anyways, thank you for your time. Thank you for your support and your prayers. I'm sorry I'm in this shape. I sure as heck don't want to worry anybody. I'm going to get my butt off, floor, get going eventually. But right now, it's just the best thing for me right now is just to be here by my pup, take care of him as he's dying, and try to stay out of the hospital and try to take care of myself as best as possible when I can, and do that, slowly and surely. Um, and that's my advice also to everyone when you're in these situations, slow and steady. And remember, this too shall pass. And I got 100% record on getting through tough times in the past. 100% record, 100% of getting through things. So that's pretty good. So remember that, what really hard things you've gotten through in the past. You've gotten through them, and you're on the other side of them. And hopefully you've learned from them, and you've gotten, it made you a better person. A lot of things that try to make me, try to beat me down and hurt me, I turn it around and I make me stronger. They make me a better man. And each day, in every way, I try to be a better person. Each day, in every way, I try to be better and better and better. No matter what the circumstances are, there's something to be learned. I am teachable. I'm humble. I have an open mind. I have a thirst for knowledge and truth. I mean truth, not lies. Truth and knowledge and wisdom. And I have a hunger to share that with everyone. And to share my love with you. To share my healing powers with you, even where I'm at and where I'm at in my own life. I still have healing powers. I'm a healer. That's what I am. I'm an empath. I don't know a whole lot about empaths. I'll be honest with you. I didn't really do a lot of research on it. I didn't put a lot into it. But then I find out that I'm a major empath. So I got a lot to learn. And that, I guess, would explain a lot of stuff. But I'm also a healer, first and foremost. I learned healing and how to heal a long time ago. In my early 20s, when I got out on my own, I traveled the country studying under shamans and medicine men and women all over the country, and learn healing things and stuff, how to heal people, plants and animals and everything. So I became a healer a long time ago. And then I started going and being nursing, and I burnt out of that in 3 years. I couldn't do it. I tried, but it was too hard. I took it too personal. Anywho, I'm a healer, so I can't help but try to help you, even in the situation I'm in, being on my back, down and out, and in a number 10 pain or so. I still can't help but try to help, be of service, be kind and helpful. So, and there's no better way than to explain what I'm going through, and then if you're ever in a situation, or if you are in this situation, this is, this is my advice. But life in general gets us down, you know, metaphorically down on, on our backs, sometimes, and it takes a lot to get back up again. I suggest to do it slowly and surely, and not do it alone. Get a buddy. It's always said, don't go in the water without a buddy, right? So get a buddy, somebody you can talk to. People who need people are the luckiest people in the world, just like Celine Dion says. You know what I'm saying? Was it Celine Dion? Yeah. Anywho, no, I don't think it was her. Somebody else. You guys gotta correct me on that. Anyways, we need people. We need to talk to others and talk it out, and that helps too. So find somebody you can talk with, share things with, and connect with good people, and just keep connecting with good people that you feel safe with, and just keep doing that. Find good people and connect from that you feel safe with. That you would invite in your house with your kids. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people, a lot of leaders in this world I would never allow in my house with my kids ever. That's scary, and they're leading. Oh boy, you know what I'm saying? So good people need to stick together, and we need to grow bigger and bigger and bigger, and just keep connecting, stick together, with people that you trust, with your life. And you can find that. And trust me with your life. That's for sure. I promise you that. That's my promise to you. You trust me with your life. Definitely. Anywho, let me get off all that crap. I'm sorry, it's not crap, but let me get off all that. I'm pretty heavy. I know I get deep and heavy and everything. It's hard for me not to, because there's time ticking away, and I only got so much time to get all this information out to everybody. And this is YouTube, or this is the internet, so this is forever. So, and I know how important this is. So I need to get it right, or at least try to get it right. Be humble as much as possible, and kind, and honest, and say, hey, I don't have any backgrounds or any fake, face or anything like that, or this is me. This is my life, and my hope is for you to thrive in your life, and for all obstacles be taken away from your trials in your life and in your loved ones, and that everybody that you love is healthy and happy, and that you're healthy and happy, and that you stay protected, and that all your loved ones stay protected. I pray this for you guys, and I always will continue. I want you guys to be safe, and I want your loved ones to be safe, your friends and your family to be safe, especially these days and this time. And just stick together, stay happy, play, be happy, have fun every day. Love your neighbor and love yourself. And it's not easy. I know it's not easy. Trust me, I'm in the same boat. So, but just keep that in mind. It's just a suggestion, and it works if you work it. That's a blast from the past. Anyways, I love you guys with all my heart and soul, all my being. I wish nothing but the best for you, and for you to thrive in every way, in every area of your life. I wish for you to thrive financially, and spiritually, and emotionally, and physically, and mentally, lovingly thrive. You can do it. All right, I'm gonna go. It's been a half an hour. Sorry. Try to keep this short, but how can you keep this kind of stuff short, right? It's pretty important stuff. All right, so I'll keep you posted and try to keep it short when I do keep you posted on what's going to happen next. I presume what I'm going to do is talk to some doctors and stuff and see what they think and what they'd say, and try to keep me home so I could take care of Preacher here and take care of help take care of Cindy or help her in any way I can. I just you know, I don't like to not be of help, and I don't like to be down and out. It's the worst for me. This is a guy that had 3 jobs in my life. I wasn't happy unless I had at least 2 jobs. I was extremely happy if I had 3 jobs. If I had a little extra time, I could fill it with a job easily. You know what I mean? And that's just how I was. I didn't have any other time. You know, what else would I would do? You know, I was like, let's just work. You know, I'm like, I got the youth and I got the energy and the strength and everything. And I was just like, I'm going to work all the time, do everything I can possibly do. And I did all the time, constantly. And it paid off big time. It was great. So now, all right. I'll stop babbling. Thanks. Thanks for letting me babble. I love you guys. Peace. I had to re-iron this thing. I started falling off, and I ironed the crap out of it, so now it's on there for good. All right. Peace, love, and chicken grease. My friend might have said that the other day. It made me laugh. Okay. It's hard to say goodbye, but I'll be okay. All right. I promise you guys. I'll be all right. I'm just, there's a little bump in the road. And it literally laid me flat out on my back. All right. Until next time. Peace.